Isle Royale, Michigan's very own national park, and one of America's most remote national parks. This is the most remote and the most north that I've ever been in my entire life, and I cannot wait to just get out here and fish, hike, camp, explore, and just have an absolutely great time. So y'all stay tuned and see what happens. Didn't make it very far from Rock Harbor. I already stopped over here because I'm absolutely starving. That was a long ferry ride. We're gonna cook up some lunch here and then we're gonna continue on our way. It's about 3 miles to get to my first campsite. That's called 3 miles. So I think I know why it's called that. For lunch, I have fettuccine chicken Alfredo again. The cheese is very clumpy and the noodles are still a little bit hard. That was absolutely disgusting. I tried a different recipe this time. I used powdered cheese and I dehydrated the noodles and the chicken separate. And it packaged together a lot better, but I think I added too much water because it's still really soupy, but that's just my error. Not bad. Now, I never heard of a thimbleberry till today, but I think this is one right here. I don't really know though, so I'm not gonna eat it, but it looks like it. But yeah, I was just looking at the list of berries they had on this island, although I didn't do a lot of research, so I'm probably not gonna eat any berries. A blueberry I might, because I think I can identify that, but for the most part, I'm gonna stay away from berries since I'm not very knowledgeable on that stuff. So I think it would just be in my best interest to stay away from them. Now, all I think about when I think of Isle Royale is back in 9th grade biology when we learned about the moose versus wolf population. Little did 9th grade me know that I'd actually come here one day, because during that time I've actually never camped in my entire life. My first time camping was actually last year, just about a year ago actually. And here we are 1 year later. Ever since that day I got absolutely hooked. And then I came to the UP for my first time ever last October, and it was just a snowball effect. And 1 year later, here we are in Isle Royale. I have 4 goals coming into this trip. One is to do a catch and cook on a laker. Second is to catch my first ever brook trout. Third is to see a moose. And fourth is don't die. Made it to the first shelter here, got everything set up, and we're ready for the rest of the night. I'm actually here with another solo hiker, Jake. Just met him, and he invited me in the cabin with him, so I took it upon myself to come in here, and it's pretty nice. Nice little place, nice view. Gonna try to do some fishing right now and see if I can catch something. Before we go any further with this video, let's hear a word from today's sponsor, which is PISCIFUN. Now, I've been working with PISCIFUN for quite a bit here, and I can say I absolutely love their reels. They're all super smooth, cast super far, and just hold up and work really well. In today's video, I will be using the PISCIFUN Carbon Prism 2000, which is their ultralight reel for whipping around like little rooster tails, Ned rigs, anything that's finesse. But in today's video, I have a little inline spinner that you'll see later. And I also have the PISCIFUN Carbon X2 3000 size spinning reel here, which I use to chuck around a little Clio in today's video for when you need to throw things a little bit heavier on your spinning reel. And both these reels are absolutely amazing. The rest of the reels are absolutely amazing. I've used just about every reel that they have on their website. And if you want to save yourself some money on PISCIFUN reels, you can use my code JFB15 to save yourself 15% off on any of the reels that are on their website. Anyways, let's get back into the video and check out everything that Isle Royale has to offer. My famous chili, the only thing that ever goes right when I dehydrate it. So good, every single time. It'll never get old. There's really nothing better than this right now. There's this view, the sound of loons in the distance. Brings so much peace.
Good morning, everyone. Got oatmeal, got coffee, starting the day right with this absolutely beautiful sunrise. And it is dead glass calm on Lake Superior, which is something I haven't seen before.
Well, here starts day 2. I don't have very far to canoe today, only about 4 miles, but there's a hiking trail and a lookout tower that I want to go check out. So we're gonna set up there and then do some hiking. Made it to Daisy Farm, found another shelter that I'm gonna call home for the day. It's only about like 10 o'clock in the morning, but that's good. Gonna set up all my stuff here, get situated, and then we're gonna do some hiking around here since there's some pretty good trails and some like fire towers that I kinda wanna climb up and check out. So it's gonna be a fun day. Snack time, peanut butter honey wraps. Yeah, that's the one. Ojibwe Tower, here I come. We got some fresh scat of some sort. No idea what it is. I'm no poop master, but that's an animal, so I really want to see a moose. Finally made it up to the tower here, and the view up here is it's just unreal. So I'm just gonna let you guys take a look at it. So I think it's a perfect time to just share with you guys some of God's word in today's video. And here we are in Matthew chapter 5, verse 16, and it says, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to the Father who is in heaven." And I read that this morning, and it just kind of stuck with me. It's like we just have to be the light to the world that is so dark sometimes, you know? Like there's just so much evil that you see when you turn on the news, and so much like bad that you see everywhere. But when you really just slow down and look deeper into it, like in views like this, you just see like the good and the beauty of this earth that God created. There's just so much more good in the world than we actually see every day. So like, just be that light to somebody every single day. Like just have a smile on your face and just be nice, be kind, and then just share the light of the world with other people. Like when people are down, you never know, like just smiling and waving to somebody, how much impact that could make on somebody's day. So just keep that in mind as you interact with other people, and just use it as an opportunity to just share the love of Jesus with everyone. Just found a moose shed here. Look at this thing. That is pretty cool. It's heavy. Just imagine like that, like growing out of your head, dude. That like, oh, it's gotta weigh you down a lot. Come on. I mean, they are big animals, so they can handle it. But that's pretty cool.
Feels so good.
Have some electrolytes after that long hike in the sun. That was the most I think I've ever sweat while hiking. Anyways, plan for the rest of the day. Take a nap, eat some chili, try to catch a lake trout dinner. If no lake trout, more chili. What would I do without chili? I'd probably starve. I just had a fish chase at my spoon. I was just rolling it around this rock and he just kept like swimming around it but never bit it. I'm assuming it was a lake trout, but I didn't really see enough to confirm. That's unfortunate, but at least I know there's fish in the area. That's a good start. I wasn't really seeing any fishing boats in these bays, so that made me want to come to the other side of these islands out in the main lake. And there's some fishing boats out here. So I guess that's a good sign. I'm pretty sure it's all in the last name. It's bass. All I can catch is bass. If it's not a bass, I don't even know why I'm targeting it, honestly. And there's no bass on this island, so I might as well just leave. Cast after cast, no bite after no bite. That leads me to this moment right here, a chili dinner. You know, at least chili never lets me down. Always have to have a sweet treat while camping. This hits the spot. So I'm going to show you guys my trip so far. Came in here to Rock Harbor on Friday, canoed all the way here to 3 Mile. That's where I camped on Friday night. Now I canoed over here to Daisy Farm this morning. I hiked around this whole trail, which is about 5 miles. Came back here, went out up in here, did some fishing, caught absolutely nothing. Came back, now I'm camping here tonight on Saturday night. And then tomorrow morning I plan on going over here to Mosky Basin and hiking over and fishing this lake a little bit, and then hiking back, camping here, and then we'll go from there. All tucked away for the night. See you guys in the AM.
I actually sleep so good on the ground. This is the second night in a row that I've got like 10 to 11 hours of sleep. Anyways, coffee time. And I guess breakfast too, but I'm more excited about the coffee.
Quite the foggy morning out here. I can barely see like 200 yards in front of me. So until this clears up, not taking the canoe out. Just wouldn't be wise. Got the coffee that's too hot to drink right now, and then we're making some pancakes. I really wanted some fresh blueberries from the wilderness, but I couldn't find any, so I don't have any. That's how that works. Need some of that pure maple syrup, eh, bud? There's a little squirrel that was trying to get in here. You smell all the goodness that's going on. Oh, yeah. If I just had some fresh blueberries, it'd make it that much better. Got about a 4 mile paddle this morning, and then we'll get to the campsite, set up camp, do some hiking throughout the day, get to an inland lake called Lake Ritchie, and try to catch, I guess, whatever's in there. I don't even know. Probably pike, walleye is my guess. Anyways, I just want to get the skunk out of this trip, so I'm going to do something that is a little bit more familiar to me. Just pulled off on the bank, and this looks like a moose hoof right here. There's some more tracks. And then over here, this looks like a little wolf paw. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's much else on this island, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, they're in the area for sure. Really do want to see a moose here. That would be so cool. Home sweet home. There's another moose shed laying around. That's pretty cool. Hopefully I can see one, not just their sheds. Tent's all set up and it's snack time. I prepped a bunch of bread dough last night and we're gonna have some honey bread today. It would be honey butter bread, but I forgot the butter part. This is a lot of bread dough, I just realized that, but it's fine, I am hungry. I mean, it's basically a honey glazed donut. So good. Shout out Outdoor Boys. So here's the rundown for the hike. I'm gonna start hiking, I'm gonna see a moose and be like, oh my goodness, there's a moose, but this is no normal moose. It's gonna start talking and then it's gonna be like, follow me, son. I'm like, okay. And I follow this big bull moose and he's gonna take me back to this hidden lake that's full of walleye and we're gonna have a delicious walleye lunch with a bull moose. So let's go. Made it to Lake Ritchie here. Gonna try to do some fishing. Hopefully I catch something. This pack is not very good for hiking. It's great for canoeing though. Hiking, not at all. We got a fish, guys. First fish of the trip. Please don't come off. I don't know what it is. Hopefully a walleye. It's pike. Yep, there he is. Little snot rocket right there. First fish of the trip though, so I will take him. There he is. Got him. Oh, he's stuck. I don't know if he's there anymore. Oh, he came off. Gosh dang it. I saw him strike right up in front of those weeds, but he got stuck in the weeds and shook me off. There he is. Got him. It's another pike. Nope, stay out of those weeds. Stay out of those weeds, bud. Oh boy. It's a better one. Yes, sir. Oh boy, goodness. Up he goes. And there we have it. Got another toothy critter here. Only if I knew how to clean these guys. I have no idea how to clean them, so I'm just gonna let them go and hopefully catch a walleye. Yeah, I've never ate a pike before, but I know their Y bones can be quite the mess, and I don't feel like dealing with that right now. We got another fish. He's stuck in these weeds over here. I'm gonna have to go in. We gotta keep tension, because it's a barbless hook. As you can see, he's stuck in this right here in the reeds, and we got him out. Another nice little pike right there. I'm really tempted to try to eat one of these guys. Just don't really feel like it right now. Bringing these were about the best idea that I had this entire trip. It's actually just so refreshing after sweating a lot. Oh yeah. So good. My new Alfredo recipe isn't going the best. It's not rehydrating that well. The noodles come along great. The chicken is half and half good. And the cheese, it just like all combines into one clump, so it doesn't distribute evenly, but it's food nonetheless. Calories. These little gardener snakes are probably the most abundant life form that I've seen on this island thus far. They are absolutely everywhere. So if you don't like snakes, this might not be the place for you. Although they're completely harmless snakes, but some people just don't like the look of them. I feel like this water is too warm for Lake Superior. I was expecting colder. Still feels good. Probably like 70 degrees. Which is warm for Lake Superior. Back out in the canoe, trying to catch fish on Lake Superior. See if we can make it happen. Such a peaceful night over here. Just been sitting here for the past like 30 minutes watching and listening to this loon off in the distance. Gosh, I love those animals so much. It brings such a sense of peace. But I didn't catch any fish. So you know what that means? Chili. Chili doesn't ever let you down. This is my dinner. And I found a rock that acts like a chair, and it's quite amazing. So I'm gonna eat my chili in it.
Absolutely stunning morning. Got my oats, nuts, and berries. And of course the coffee.
For another year down the road. Could not ask for a better day out here today. Completely glass calm on Superior. What a blessing. And it's the day that I have the most paddling to do. I think it's about 10 or 11 miles-ish to get to Tooker's Island, where I hopefully will catch a lake trout and cook them up tonight. That's really the only plan for the rest of the trip, is just to catch a lake trout. So the next 2 days, that's what I'm doing.
keep seeing fish surface as I'm canoeing by. I don't know what they are, which is weird. It's probably like 50 feet deep and they're at the surface. Well, I'm trolling out a little Cleo, so hopefully one of them takes that. Guys, I need help naming my canoe here. This is only my second trip with her, so I haven't got a name yet. I'm seeing if she can earn a name this trip, but if I can't think of anything, just comment down a name below and I'll read them all. Super thankful I have the tailwinds. Otherwise, this would be very brutal. It worked out perfect this entire trip with weather. I'm not gonna lie. I had the tailwinds every single day. It's quite amazing. Snack time. We're almost getting there. Just a little bit more to go. Just got the tookers and both shelters are completely taken. So I don't know what to do. Well, at Rock Harbor, got camp set up, got chili cooking. As I sit here staring off into the woods, shamefully eating chili for I don't even know how many days in a row, this will give me the motivation I need to get out there and catch a lake trout for dinner tonight. One man, one canoe, Lake Superior, and a lake trout, hopefully. There's some pretty good rollers out here. Probably like 2-3 foot maybe rollers, but I guess we'll play it by ear. If it gets a little sketchy, I'll go back in. It's crazy how much a dip in Lake Superior just like energizes you. I'm ready to go catch a laker now, dude. I'm hungry as well. I need dinner. I'm just feeling extra grateful right now to be here. Like just the scenery. It's unreal. So blessed to be able to call Michigan my home. Chili, but in a different form. I actually went to Rock Harbor store to get something different to eat without even like knowing. I literally just bought chili again, but it looked good because it was mac and cheese, but I'm just gonna eat this. Just came out to this point to do a little bit of reading before bed. But I just can't help myself but just stare at like just the view around here. And there's a storm brewing off in the distance. It's just so peaceful around here.
Oh boy. It's been raining all night. It's like 7 in the morning now.
Rain has finally stopped. We got pancakes and coffee for breakfast. And I'm just gonna sit here and eat this and try to game plan for the day since I don't really know what to do, honestly.
I have a game plan. I was doing some scouting and some researching around, and I've located a lake that apparently has brook trout. But it's gonna take a few portages to get to, and I'm willing to make that risk because it could go one of two ways. I could have a super cool adventure and catch nothing, or I could catch a brook trout. I mean, it's a win-win, really. Got gnarly headwinds to get to where I want to go today, but it's only about a mile paddle. I think it's feasible, but it's pretty bad. This does not look like a place that would have brook trout, but maybe it does. Well, that was a bust. Fished around that whole lake about 7 times. Put all that honey on there. Baked to perfection. Well, I guess cooked to perfection. I don't know. It's perfect. It literally has no business being as good as it is. But it just is. Well, I returned to camp from yet another failed mission and shamefully ate chili once again. Well, for my last night, I decided to go on another hike, but this time left the camera behind just to take in the views and everything this beautiful place had to offer. And after this hike, since it was my last night, I had different plans for dinner. Burger. I can't wait to eat this. After 5 days of dehydrated chili, I might have to buy a second one. I got another one, and I don't regret it. I low-key could eat another, but I'm not going to. But anyways, I just finished tidying everything up. All I gotta do tomorrow morning is put away my sleeping stuff in the tent and be ready to hit the ferry. Oh, last morning here on the island. Oatmeal, nuts, berries, and a quick coffee, and then we'll be on our way. Well, this is the end of the trip, and as I look back, I realized I only completed 1 of 4 goals that I had for this trip, and that was to not die, so I guess that's pretty good. But there is another goal that I didn't mention, and that was just to explore and have fun out on the island, and that is the most important thing, is what every fisherman says after they catch nothing. But in all seriousness, this was the most cool trip that I have ever been on my entire life. The beauty, the scenery, and everything that this island has to offer is just absolutely unreal, and I will definitely be back next year, also with a vengeance on the lake trout. But until then, hope you all enjoy, and as always, fish with passion.
Can somebody come and save me? I just wanna know, I wanna know.